Why is the preface always needed to say not to say women are the problem? Would you like to know? I'll tell you exactly why. Because we find that anything that is an unflattering empirical truth about women is something that always has to be counterbalanced by saying something about men. Ooh, men do it too, and they do it worse. Just like almost exactly what happened with Melina and Destiny in that whatever clip that I just showed. Oh, but men cheat the most. What demographic are we talking about? Because I can show you the stats for 18 to 24, 18 to 29, where women are actually at or above cheating levels of men. Aggregate wise, yeah. If you're talking about different like generations, sure. Overall, but not in that demographic. But we have to point this out because we can't have anything go against the feminine imperative. We can't have anything go against the little ladies. It's what's called the women. There's literally this. I'm pulling this out of my ass. Look this up because I can't do it right now. Look this up. There is a socio-psychological dynamic phenomenon. It's called the women are wonderful phenomenon, meaning that anything that could be said bad about women, that even if it's true, it always has to be counterbalanced, or always has to be like, we got to find some way to nerf it to soften the blow. And women will do this by default, right? If I go and I say something in fact like, well, here's an empirical fact about women's nature. I can guarantee you that within the first dozen comments on it, I will have at least 6 of them from women who are saying, as a woman, I'm going to tell you why not all women are like that. Or you will have them say something to the effect of, well, that might be true, but what about men? And my response to that is always, we're talking about women. What about it? Who cares? That's immaterial to the conversation we're having. If we wanted to start another thread, if I wanted to talk about men, I would talk about how men are dogs and here's how it is. And you know what? No one would respond with, well, women do it too. No one would respond with it, because that dynamic, the women are wonderful phenomenon, and it is a thing. Google it. Google women are wonderful. It's a psychological dynamic. We tend to think of studies that appreciate women more. We think of them as being more valid. And there's actually studies and research. Thank you, Rolf Deegan, for this. We tend to look at data that is flattering to women as more valid, more trustworthy, I think, is what it was. I think that's the words he used. Because again, it's the protector dynamic for women. Like if just the very fact, if I'm to say something like, well, did you know that, what is it? By the way, damn it, Davrick, you got it wrong. But like, if I go and I quote the rise of the she economy data, and I say, women between the ages of 25 and whatever are going to be single by the end of 2030, I believe it was what it was. And I quote that data right there. That's from the Morgan Stanley Rise of the She Economy, which nobody quotes and nobody cites. If I point that out, then suddenly everyone throws something back at me like, well, men, it's because of men. So they'll find some way to blunt that empirical truth, because it goes back to the protector dynamic. You have to take the bullet for the woman. Really, it's what it boils down to, like systematically or like evolutionarily speaking.